everybody. So today's Monday. That means it's time for family movie night. And this week, I am wishing you a very Merry Christmas in July. I hope that you have been enjoying watching some Christmas movies over the course of this month. It's so fun. I thought that given it's Christmas in July, it would be a great time to talk about a Hallmark movie. And today we're talking about one of the fan favorites, one most people really enjoy. It's called A Very Merry Mix-Up. And this is a movie from 2013, so it's right at the very beginning of Countdown to Christmas when they first started doing all these Christmas movies. And it stars Alicia Witt, who is one of the queens of Hallmark. She is in a Christmas movie pretty much every year. And for the most part, her Christmas movies are really fun. And she brings a comedic energy and a lightness to her roles that I think really works. There's a bubbliness to her that really fits Hallmark a lot, but then there's just like a little bit of sarcasm and a bit of personality that I think goes a long way in making her movies stand out. I've actually gotten to interview her twice over at Hallmarkie's podcast, so I will put links to those interviews in the description. You should check them out. They're a lot of fun. She's great. And so we are talking about Very Merry Mix-Up, and this is definitely a nutty, kind of crazy movie. But if you just go along with it, I think there's a lot to enjoy here. Alicia Witt stars as Alice, this woman who runs a antique store. She is very sentimental. She really values the little things in life, especially around Christmas. And she's, of course, dating this guy who is all about business and all about gold and not about sentimental. Like they're very different in that way. And still, for some reason, she decides to get engaged to this person. Last name is Mitchum, and she decides to go and visit his family. Originally, they're going to go together, but of course, business gets in the way, and she ends up having to go herself. And so she's obviously nervous. She's getting ready to meet her fiance's family all by herself, and through ridiculous circumstances, she ends up actually meeting the wrong Mitchums. And her phone is wet and so it won't work, and she has no way of knowing that these actually aren't the right Mitchums. And of course, the family that she runs into, the Mitchums that she runs into, are incredible, so great, so warm, so kind, so into Christmas, very sentimental, like she is. And she also meets Matt, who is very charming, and she thinks is her fiance's brother. So there's some little bit weirdness going on there, but it's played by Mark Weeb. And he is a pretty down to earth, normal kind of lead. And I always like when they do that for these Hallmark movies. So someone that kind of feels approachable and as opposed to like a Ryan Pavey or something like that, who's just so handsome. It's a little harder to relate to. Anyway, they have all kinds of shenanigans that they get into together, including they are in this accident. In order to stay up to see if she has a concussion, they make cookies, and so they have a really good cookie making sequence that actually like makes sense to the story, and so that's good. And there's just a lot of cute Christmassy Hallmarky things that they do together, and their chemistry is really good. And so there's this very idealistic family that she's in. Well, eventually she figures out that she is with the wrong Mitchums, and then so she goes over to the real fiance's family, and of course they're total stiffs. They're the worst. And so she's really missing the other ones that she thought were her family, and now she's got this terrible family. And so you can see where it goes from there. It's really cute, really fun, very Christmassy, and Alicia Witt is great in the role. I think it's refreshing when you see so many of these kinds of Christmas movies have something that's like a little bit more madcap, a little more crazy, a little more fun, but it's still got that romance. It's still got everything that you want. So this is definitely one of the fan favorites, like I said. And so if you want to see a very good Hallmark movie, you should check out A Very Merry Mix-Up. And I hope that you have a great Christmas in July. We're finishing it off. And I hope you're enjoying watching the Olympics as well. That's so much fun. And thanks so much. Make sure to check out the Hallmarkies podcast. I think you'll really enjoy it. Please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Also, please check out the Patreon. We have really awesome watch alongs every month and other perks. And it's only $2 a month to join. Please, please help us out. We'd be so grateful. So thank you so much. Check out the merch store. We've got tons of holiday inspired merch. And wish you a very Merry Christmas. Bye, everyone.